Both outdoor view here today. This is time for my next my update video on my most viewed video, which is my Gore-Tex Parka and Pants review. I ended up selling that set because I didn't really like it. It wasn't fitting my needs because I didn't like the hood. Now you couldn't be. So I ended up getting the Generation 2 of this. And since I had over 2,000, I believe, well, 1.7K views right now, I figured why not review this. This is the Generation 2. So this is, I believe they're in Generation 3 right now. So this is last models. What I had before was I'd consider Generation 1. There's Generation 1.5 and 2. Generation 1.5, what I like to do to identify it is there's a hood. Of course, it's not foldable, but there's like buttons all along the rim of the hood for a fox fur ruff that goes on it. So that's how I identify them. And then number 1 has just a duckbill hood, nothing fancy. And Generation 2 has a roll-up hood that rolls up into the collar like an M65 kind of. I like this because I like M65s. This has 3 more pockets than previous generation. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, and I will review the positives and negatives. Like I said, I sold it, so I can't review them side by side. Sorry. Anyway, here I'm going to do a tag first of all. This was a Marines, so let's get it. And this is medium, regular height. You can pause this if you want to read it. It's a Parka cold weather camouflage made by TENNIER Industries. And if you have any questions about this, I know a lot of people, or a few people did them in the old video, so leave them in the comments and I'll answer them. Okay, now that you got a good view reading of this, this is the old owner, I suppose. No clue. Anyway, here's this. Kind of bare, actually, surprisingly. Unlike the other one, which had a liner, this is just the shell. Because it relies on you to wear your level 1, 2, 3. I guess 4? I'm not sure what 4 is, but I believe this is level 5. I'm not sure what 3 was. All I know is I need to do another review on that. So, anyway. Okay, let's go over, you've seen the first one, and I know I did a bad review, like it was all shaking in the camera and whatever. So this review, I'll try to do more in-depth, better stabilization, and yeah. So, let's get started. First of all, the downfall of my current purchase. Some of these buttons that fell out there, and on the, I don't even know how this happened. Like, because see, these, you'd think there's a backing in there, but there's no sign of them. See how little that hole is? How could a piece like that possibly escape? So, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there they are. There's like, yeah, never mind. But like, yeah, the backings broke on these. See that piece there? So, that means that. So, and we're missing this one, this one, this one. So 3 of that is missing, and the rank tab is missing the bottom part there. So that's the only drawback that I got with this. I paid $50 for this. So pretty good, I'd say. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to put the camera up, but I'm going to put it here, and I'll pause the video, set it up flat, and show you all the new things that are from Generation 1 to 2. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Now, here's the Gen 2 laid out, and right off the bat, I'm going to tell you a tip. If you want to distinguish from someone's poor Facebook photo or eBay photo, wherever you buy it from, If you want to know generations, here's what I recommend. If you see slant pockets like that, that's generation 2. Because this has a double pocket on there. Generation 1 and 1.5 will have pockets like this at an angle. And I don't know I'm not sure what generation 1.5 has to offer. All I know is it has a different hood. I might end up buying one, because this kind of fits what I like to do, but kind of not. Because I do kind of like a hood for skiing, so I might end up buying one, and I'll do a review of it, if so. Anyway, so, right, here's the main differences of this from the previous video. So generation 1 to 2. Generation 2 has an added pocket here. Well, it has one extra pocket down here, and one extra pocket. Each side has one of these flaps. So this is generation 2. Okay, so first of all, they call this the cargo pocket, because it goes from here to there. So I'm gonna grab my, never mind. I'm gonna pause the video and grab my ruler. Okay, we're back, and with the ruler, these pockets run to about 11 inches down and 9 across. So that's the dimensions. And so we have cargo pocket. You can see, nothing much, just pocket. It goes to there, but there's also a side pocket. This is the hand warmer pocket, so all your compasses and all that stuff goes up on the top ones. Or it could, whatever you want to set up. I like to throw hand warmers in these ones and keep my gear up here. So, for the one time I've used it, because it's spring right now. So I might take it out if it gets cold. I live in a state where it can be cold any time of the year. So, yeah. And so, yes, we have 2 gear pockets right here. And like I said, the dimensions for those, the dimensions for the bottom are the same, I believe. Yes, exactly the same, because they go up. Yeah, okay. You have the same style zipper, so if you have heavy gloves on, like the previous video, where I showed off my cold weather gear, if you haven't seen that, please check that out after. It's a great video. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, there's addition of new pockets. Both sides have what I mentioned, so both of them have a hand warmer and a gear cargo pocket. And now, with the addition of the old ones, they were added straight up and down. These are at a slant, kind of like the Navy Blueberries, the Marpat uniform. And so these are Velcro, and so are those. I believe the old ones were, I have no clue. I think buttons. I don't remember. Anyway, these pockets are, okay, let's see. I have to hold this in a weird way. These are 6 inches by, let's see, 5 inches on both sides. There's 2 of these. Okay, so we have that. So the only problem with this is you have to be kind of careful. I like the up and down ones because if you had a phone on, it would fit like that. It would fit. But with these, your arms are kind of wonky. But you gain a new stuff with generations you buy. So that's that. I guess for pit zippers, there's a second pull for whatever reason and a button. So these are way huger pit zippers than the other ones, which were like that big. Weren't that big. These pretty much go the entire length of the arm, except for about 9 inches. That's all that's not pit zipper. So pit zippers are about a foot and 4 inches, so they're all durable YKK zippers. Okay, and these open up. Right, take the other side. So you can open them a little bit, all the way, whatever you want. Okay, now for the insides. The insides, personally, I believe got way bigger, but also way less. So we'll only use one side for this part. So this is the pistol pocket, as I like to call it in my previous video. And at its widest point, this is about a foot by a foot by foot. So this is huge. You could easily fit anything, hats, gloves, anything. And like I said, I showed you that. That's both sides. It's got a snow collar, same as the other one. And like I said, the other one had more of a 2 layers, maybe even 3 different layers. This is just I think at most this is 2. That's just 2 layers of Gore-Tex. The old one had a little shiny, it was kind of like this material all the way up and down. This, you lose that. So the old one I could wear without any coat on. It was a coat. This is a shell. Personally, I like this one. And so that's why I upgraded. I did my research. I think I got what I paid for with the broken buttons, and whatever that is. But overall, I took it out in the rain, and my old one didn't really like the rain, soaked. This held water, it was great. My rule of thumb for purchasing Gore-Tex is make sure you can read gore seam on it. The older ones, they'll be so rotten you won't be able to read them. That's a personal preference. If you just want a shell and you have a waterproof jacket underneath, get one that's ruined. I don't know. Because you can always retape them. So it's whatever you want, but that's my personal preference. If it reads gore seam, it's good to go. I'll show a video later where I show you how to restore a Gore-Tex bivy in this style that unfortunately had all the seams ruined. So look out for that video. Anyway, I'll put this on now and show it off. Oh wait, one more thing. We have the hood. That's the other major difference. So here's the hood. Need to grab my chair. So this is gonna sit down. This may be a while. So here we have a hood. What's nice is this is kind of like one of those North Face jackets. I don't know what they're called. Where it's not waterproof, it's just a pullover. So you can cinch the collar up real tight. Because I like to do that because I always wear a polar tech cap anytime I need a coat. So I'm not really a hood person, but if I need a hood, there's one here. And it rolls out from its grave. And as you can see, it fits perfectly in here. This crevice, it has Velcro on it. It's about 4 inches deep. So you can fold it, roll it, whatever you want. And the hood is pretty bare, actually. You can see light coming through. It's probably about as warm as a military bivy cover, for whatever that is. So you're definitely going to need to wear a helmet liner hat thing like in the previous video, or a polar tech cap, or not. Depends on if you have a mullet, and lots of hair, then you might be able to get away with just the hood. If you're like me, in a military-ish cut, not much hair, or my head gets kind of cold quickly, then you'd probably want a hat. Personal preference. It has a duckbill style hat like the other Generation 1 or my last video. So that's that. Now, it has cinches, so you can cinch it down and make it kind of like a little hole for your mouth if you're walking in a blizzard or whatever. So now I will be taking the jacket, putting it on, and doing a walk. I know last time you couldn't see my face. I'm sorry. That was one of my earlier videos. I'm kind of improving as we go. Like right now I have a Craftsman light specifically for YouTube, so I'm slowly upgrading. So give me patience. Be patient with me, I guess. So I will put on this jacket and show you. So, okay, let's see if I can. Okay, good. So here's the jacket. Put it on. I believe the old one. Never mind. I was going to say the old one was a fish tail, but I don't think it was. So this one I'd say is way more looser. Here's how it fits. And I'd say that it's better because this one is more of a, like, notice there's 3 layers here. So it like shingles itself, so water doesn't go into your zipper. So that's nice. I think these buttons are way smaller than the other ones. So that's always interesting. And like I said, there's the missing one. There's the missing one there. There. So it's missing this. So 3-ish. Missing, but it doesn't really affect the performance for me, but I am going to get it replaced some point. And if you want, I can post in the comments what size buttons these are once I get it replaced. So, you see, yeah. If so, I mean, I like to keep this one open. And this is getting pretty bad, but you know, whatever. But yeah, you can reach in here and put whatever you want, maps, stuff. So you can put maps in here. And put it back down. What's weird is the other one had a wrist strap on this side. So this one's the opposite. So you have to do a lot of like that. Which, in my opinion, is better. Because this is how I naturally like to do it. So, that. And cinch the hood down. I like to cinch it hard and then let it go. And I'm going to put my light on so you can see. So, and you can still cinch the collar from here. So, wherever that is. There we go. So you have to access it from the inside. You'd have to put your foot in, but you can still cinch the collar down, although it's so. There. And then you have your hand in the pocket here, and the gear pockets here. So you can put your stuff here, still have hand in the pockets. And the stuff here. I'm going to put this. So, I can even fit this huge tape measure in here. And this is that's what that is. In case anyone was wondering. Okay, so this is what I got. Like stuff to be Put something small in this. You can always have this on. You're just going to warm up your hands in here. Or and access both sides of the pocket. See, there's a pocket here. So that's that. See, both sides. So that's nice for holding mats, food, everything really. Alright. Now I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go get my ECWCS pants, my new version, Generation 2 pants. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I just found out that you can put a Kevlar helmet underneath the hood. Kind of. So, in case anybody's wondering. So, doesn't fit all the way, but fits. And you can cinch down. I don't have a woodland cover on right now, but or better yet, take it off. And what you would do is just have a woodland helmet on, because that would keep the rain and snow off. So, and so that's that. There's just a standard K-pot, medium-sized. And here are my trousers. I know this is going on a long video. These are, I bought for 20 bucks. These are kind of like my old ones, if not my old ones. Except my old ones were large regulars. These are fit me to a dime. And apparently, I've got a almost busted snap. I don't know. Anyway, see, these are the gore seams. These were brand new when I bought them. And they're my size. So, these were, someone that I know in my old comments was saying what kind of trousers these are. This is what they are. So, I'll let you read this tag. As you can see, it's brand new. I paid 20 bucks for this shipped to my house. And I got a 6-color desert backpack cover, so probably a $10 value. So I've only probably paid 10 bucks for these. I'm not sure if these are Marines too. They have a 53 on them, and that's all they have. No other information on them anywhere. So I'm going to pause the video, put them on, and show you. Alright. Okay, I put them on, and here's what the full set looks like. Make sure the camera's angled. Right. So it makes a little bit of noise, I'd say. And yeah, so now I'm going to pause the video again. But this time I'm going to fold up the hood and show you what that looks like. But this won't be so far away. This will just be the hood to show you what it looks like stowed away. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I folded the hood up and I'm ready to do a 360 with the hood, but it's in the rolled up position. The hood used to be out, now it's in. And this is how you adjust the cinch. Now it's tight around my neck, so water and snow doesn't get in. Now I'm going to pause the video and put on a cold weather liner. Okay, we're back. So this is what I recommend doing. It keeps your head warm and your hood safe. If not that, just a regular control. So. Over for here. And if you want, you can release pressure. This will get pretty wide, actually. Almost enough to stick your whole head through with it zipped up. So, just a side note, this isn't really my size. I got it a little extra large. Normally I wear small longs and jackets as well as pants. But I figured I'd throw extra layers on. So, if it was small, it would have fit me better. So, there's something there. So that's that. Overall, this has been a good thing. Now I'm going to do a quick review on the pants, and that'll be all. So, pants-wise, they're just standard pants. They have the same style as before, except these zip up to pretty much, you can make these practically into shorts if you want. See, and you technically could probably. So I'm going to put this here down for a second and fold them. This is nice because if you can button it back to back and cross a river, if necessary. Why soak your waterproof gear, you know? Then dry off, pop them, put them down, and zip them. Pocket-wise, these go to your pants, like so, like my other ones. They're just newer version, essentially. Nothing changed. The major change was in the jacket. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have a comment, suggestion, concern, anything, just leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, and check out my previous one to determine which one you are more like. More. Overall, if I had to recommend one for a brand new person, I recommend Generation 1. Because I've had that one for a few years and realized that I didn't like it too much. So, but for some people it's probably better because it has a hood, and the hood keeps your head warm. This is very thin, but I know that because I have other gear. I've invested more into military gear that allows me to layer with this and stay warm. If you only want a jacket that keeps you warm, I recommend level 1 because it is an all-in-one coat, essentially. Well, kind of. It's still a little cold, but it is essentially a coat. This is considered shell. That's about it. I wouldn't dare go outside with just this on. You'd freeze. So you have to have like a fleece jacket on underneath this. I'll do a video later this winter with all my gear on and take it all off and show you what you should wear. Anyway, so sorry, I had to do something real quick. Anyway, so that's what I recommend. I recommend a level 1, not level 2. So, well, either way, you could probably get by with both, but make sure you have a good adequate headwear if you intend to use a level 2, or generation 2 for both. This is technically a generation level 5 in the level system. Level 1's your base layer, level 2's waffles, level 3's a fleece jacket and fleece overalls, and I don't know what 4 is, and this is 5. So, these are made to be worn in layers. Each layer keeping you warm with each individual layer. This is layer 5. So, that's my review. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See ya.